we're going places on these programs, I really have to say, and I enjoy collaborating with you on all of them. And the one coming up is worth mentioning. It's Filmmaking in Hawaii, working title, Herding the Cats, Building a Film Industry in Hawaii.
It's a good program to do. Act 221 really kick-started filmmaking, I think, in Hawaii. I mean, we had our stars, but it really pumped some money and energy into it. It, of course, brought a lot of mainland productions, which helped develop some skills among production crews. And so I think what we're seeing is the results of that. People always complain about how you measure the success of a program like Act 221, but I think our film and digital media evolution really started with it, don't you?
Oh, yeah. It started with 221, and it was part of that same lift, that the straight tech guys got from 221. Only thing is that the film guys had an extra benefit, 88. Was it Act 88? And that has continued. That has been their mainstay. So while 221 has fallen over the side, and there is really not much of a tech industry left because of that, the filmmaking industry is still going somewhere, and that's really encouraging, and largely because of tax credits. It's that old thing about you need incentives, especially with young people, to keep them here, to encourage them, to show them that you're giving them the nod and some support. And if you do that, you can build an industry, and that's what we're doing with film. That's why we're having this program about film. Two panels. It's on the 26th of July, coming up soon. Two panels, one on the business side of things, which Jason Lau of Talk Story Productions will chair, moderate. And on the production side, the art side, if you will, we're having Chuck Bowler of the Hawaii International Film Festival moderate. Everybody in these panels is directly involved in filmmaking today, and you'll be able to get the depth and breadth of the industry from watching these two panels work. I'm very encouraged by the fact that we could put this together and that they're interested enough to come around and talk for the common good and so forth. And I believe that Hawaii is actually, while you watch, developing a film industry. Andrew Anderson and I, coming over to the studio this morning, we stopped at the Y to take some background shots, and they were filming something there. And you know what, Bill? I'd like to see guys filming stuff everywhere. I'd like to see film crews on every street corner doing stuff all the time. This is Hawaii. It's perfect for a film industry. And the cost of entry is really minimal these days with video. You can get set up with video for really not much money. And if you can get a tax credit on top of that for the production, well, wow. This is a great, and the kids graduating these high schools, they're involved in making film.
That's
they're,
right.
They're doing a lot of stuff, and they're training themselves, and they're working in teams, and they're raising the level of all of their skills. And we have ACM, which is involved in the program on July 26th. So that is the Academy for Creative Media. The bottom line is, I think there's something happening here.
Absolutely. I'm glad to see some tangible evidence of the 221 benefit. I think you will also see some tangible evidence on the tech side. Tech really hasn't gone away, but given the lack of pump priming, what you've seen is a real slowdown in activity and investing, which may have a negative effect on some companies, but it makes others look to the mainland for resources. But when it comes to film, I think that's where the action is right now. And a lot of young kids are stimulated by it, and I think we're going to see some real interesting things happening.
Somehow the activity in the tech industry stimulated the growth in the film industry all around 221 10 years ago. Now the tech industry is not as active as the film industry. Maybe, just maybe, the film industry will stimulate growth in the tech industry. So it's a yin and a yang. Why not, Bill?
Why not?
Thanks, Bill.
All right.